Welcome to Smart English Coach Podcast.
Let's improve your fluency together, one real conversation at a time.
Hey, quick question. Imagine you walk into a room, a job interview, a party, a new class, and someone looks at you and says, "So, tell me about yourself."
Oh no, my heart is beating so fast just thinking about that.
Right? It sounds so simple. 5 little words. Tell me about yourself. But for so many people, native speakers included, those 5 words are terrifying.
Seriously, why is it so hard? Like, I know who I am, I live with myself every day, but the moment someone asks me to describe myself in English, my brain just goes blank.
Completely blank, like someone pulled the plug. And today, that is exactly what we are going to fix. We are going to talk about how to introduce yourself in English naturally, confidently, and in a way that actually sounds real. Not robotic, not memorized, real.
I love this topic because I think so many learners have this problem. They study English for years, and then someone asks one simple question, and suddenly they forget everything.
Exactly. And by the end of this conversation, you are going to have real phrases, real vocabulary, and real confidence to talk about yourself in English. So stay with us.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Michael, and this is your English podcast. Let's get into it.
Okay, Michael, let's start here. Why do you think this is so hard for people? Because honestly, it should be the easiest question in the world.
You would think so, right? But I think the problem is that it's too open. When someone asks you a very specific question like, "What time is it?" or "Where's the bathroom?" your brain has a clear answer. Done. Easy.
Right, there's only one answer.
But tell me about yourself. That's huge. You could talk about your childhood, your job, your personality, your dreams, your cat. Where do you even start?
Your cat, I love that. Hi, my name is Sarah, and I have a cat named Biscuit.
That would actually be a great introduction. Very memorable.
Okay, maybe I'll try that. But seriously, I think there's another problem. In some cultures, talking about yourself feels uncomfortable, like you don't want to sound like you're showing off.
That is such a good point. In many cultures, Asian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, Latin cultures, it can feel rude or arrogant to talk about yourself too much. You're taught to be humble.
Exactly. And then in English, especially in professional settings, you're expected to be confident and clear about who you are. And that clash between cultural values and language expectations, that can freeze people.
It really can. So the first thing I want to say is this. Talking about yourself in English is a skill. And like any skill, you can learn it, practice it, and get better. You don't have to be born with it.
That's such a good reminder. It's a skill, not a personality trait.
Exactly. So let's break it down. Let's talk about how to actually do it.
Okay, let's start with the basics. Step 1, your name.
Step 1, your name. Sounds simple, but let me tell you, I've seen people get nervous even saying their own name in English.
Oh, I know why. Because sometimes your name is hard to pronounce in English. People mispronounce it, and then you spend the next 10 minutes correcting them.
Yes, and then you feel bad for correcting them. It becomes this whole awkward situation. So here's a tip. If your name is difficult for English speakers to pronounce, you can offer a small help. You can say something like,
Like what? Give us an example.
you can say, "My name is Kwame. It's pronounced Kwa-me." Or, "My name is Nguyen." In English, people usually say when. Just a small, friendly explanation. Most people appreciate it.
That's so helpful, and it immediately breaks the ice, doesn't it?
Completely. Break the ice. That's a great phrasal verb, by the way. It means to do or say something that makes people feel more comfortable at the start of a conversation.
Nice. Break the ice. I use that all the time.
Good. Now, where you're from. This is the second piece of a basic introduction, and there are different ways to say it.
Right. You could say, I'm from Brazil, or I'm originally from Brazil, or I grew up in Brazil. What's the difference?
Great question. I'm from Brazil is simple and neutral. I'm originally from Brazil. That word originally suggests that you've moved. You're not there anymore. So it carries a little bit of your story.
Oh, interesting. So if I moved from Morocco to Canada, I would say,
You might say, I'm originally from Morocco, but I've been living in Canada for the past 5 years.
that tells so much more. It gives context immediately.
It does. And I grew up in, that's slightly different. It talks about your childhood, where you spent your early years. So someone might say, I was born in Turkey, but I grew up in Germany.
Okay, so we have I'm from, I'm originally from, and I grew up in. 3 different ways to talk about where you're from.
And they're all natural. all correct and all give slightly different information.
Okay, name, check. Where you're from, check. Now let's talk about what you do, because this always comes up.
Always. It's probably the most common question after your name. So, what do you do?
And it sounds simple, but the answer can actually say a lot about who you are.
It can. Now, the most basic answer is, I'm a teacher, or I work as a teacher. Both are fine, but if you want to sound more interesting and more natural, you can add a tiny bit more.
Like what?
Instead of just, I'm a teacher, you could say, I'm a teacher. I teach English to high school students. Boom. Now I have a picture. I know what you do, who you do it with, what subject, more information, same effort.
That's the trick, isn't it? Not saying too much, not saying too little, just enough to paint a picture.
Exactly. Paint a picture. I love that expression. It means to describe something so clearly that the other person can visualize it.
So for learners, if you're a student, how do you say that?
Very easy. You can say, I'm a student. I study business at university. Or, I'm currently studying medicine. The word currently is really useful in introductions.
Why?
Because it tells people what's happening right now in your life. Like, I'm currently working at a marketing company. Or, I'm currently looking for a new job.
Brave. Very brave to announce that in an introduction.
Well, sometimes it works in your favor. You never know who you're talking to.
That's true. Networking, people. Networking.
And here's another useful phrase. I work in. This is great when you want to talk about your field or industry without naming a specific job title. For example, I work in finance, or I work in education, or I work in healthcare.
Oh, that's helpful for people who have complicated job titles that are hard to translate or explain.
Exactly. You can zoom out and just name the field. Keep it simple.
Okay, this is my favorite part, hobbies, because this is where conversations actually get interesting.
Completely agree. This is where you stop being just a name and a job title, and you become a person.
Right? When someone tells me they love hiking or that they're really into cooking, I immediately want to know more.
It creates a connection. And the good news? Talking about hobbies and interests is usually more relaxed than talking about your job. There's less pressure.
So what are some good phrases for this?
Okay, let's go. Basic ones first. I enjoy. Very simple, very natural. I enjoy reading. I enjoy going to the gym. Easy.
I'm really into. That one sounds very natural to me.
Yes, I'm really into is excellent. It means you're very interested in something, very passionate about it. I'm really into photography. I'm really into Korean drama.
Guilty.
Same, honestly, no shame. And then there's I'm passionate about. This one is stronger. It suggests deep love and commitment to something. I'm passionate about environmental issues. I'm passionate about music.
What's the difference between I enjoy and I'm passionate about?
Great question. I enjoy is lighter. It's something you like, something that makes you happy. I'm passionate about is deeper. It's something you care about deeply, maybe even want to spend your life doing or fighting for.
Got it. So I might say I enjoy cooking, but I'd say I'm passionate about social justice.
Perfect. You've got it. And here's another one I love. In my free time, I like to, because it immediately paints a picture of your life outside of work.
Oh, like in my free time, I like to go hiking with my friends.
Exactly. Now people can imagine you on a trail with your friends in the mountains. It's vivid. It's human.
I want to add one more. One of my biggest passions is, that's great for when you really want to highlight something important to you.
Love it. One of my biggest passions is learning new languages. See, I just told you something meaningful about myself in one sentence.
Let's talk about family, because this comes up a lot in introductions, especially in warmer, more personal conversations.
It does, and it can feel sensitive sometimes. Some people don't want to share too much, and that's completely okay. You share what you're comfortable with.
Right. You're not in court. Nobody is forcing you to answer.
Exactly. But for people who want to talk about their family, here are some natural phrases.
Go for it.
The basics. I have 2 sisters. I'm an only child. That means you have no brothers or sisters. I'm the oldest of 3, meaning you have 2 younger siblings.
Oh, siblings. That's a great word. siblings. It means brothers and sisters together. Very useful.
Very useful. Instead of saying brothers and sisters, you can just say siblings. Much cleaner.
What about if someone is married or has kids?
Simple. I'm married. I'm single. I have 2 kids. Or if you want to sound more natural, I'm a dad of 2. Or I'm a mom of 3.
Ooh, I like that. I'm a dad of 2. It sounds casual and warm.
It does. And if you have pets, because let's be honest,
Pets are family.
They absolutely are.
You can say, I have a dog named Max, or I share my apartment with 2 cats who think they own the place.
That is extremely relatable. My cat absolutely thinks she runs the house.
Don't they all? But notice how that second sentence, I share my apartment with 2 cats who think they own the place. It's funny, it's vivid, and it tells you something about my personality at the same time.
It does. It's not just information, it's personality. That's such a good point.
That's the key to a great introduction. Information plus personality.
Speaking of personality, can we talk about that? Because this is where I see learners really struggle. They don't know how to describe themselves.
Yes, and the reason they struggle is that describing your own personality in English takes confidence, because you have to be a little vulnerable. You have to say, this is who I am.
And that's scary in any language.
It really is. But here's something useful. Instead of just listing adjectives, I'm kind, I'm funny, I'm hardworking, which sounds like a resume.
Yeah, that sounds very robotic.
Instead, you can show your personality through a small story or a detail. For example, instead of saying, I'm curious, you could say, I'm the kind of person who reads the Wikipedia article about something I just heard for the first time.
Oh, wow, that's so much more interesting, and I immediately know you.
Right? I've told you something specific, something real, and that's way more memorable than I am curious.
Okay, give me a few more examples of this technique.
Sure. Instead of I'm social, you could say, I love meeting new people. I'm always the one who starts conversations with strangers.
That's me at parties. I can't help it.
Instead of I'm a bit introverted, you could say, I love spending time with people, but I also need my quiet time to recharge.
That's beautifully honest and very relatable.
Recharge, great word by the way. It comes from the idea of charging a battery. When you're drained, you need to rest to get your energy back. I need time alone to recharge.
I love that word. I use it all the time. Sorry, I can't come tonight. I need to recharge.
Perfect usage. See, you're already doing it.
Okay, I think it's time to put it all together. Let's hear some full examples. Like, what does a great introduction actually sound like?
Good idea. Let me give you a few different examples. Short, medium, and a bit longer. Learners can use these as models and adapt them.
Perfect. Let's hear the short one first.
Okay, short and simple. Hi, I'm Maria. I'm from Spain, but I currently live in London. I'm a graphic designer, and in my free time, I love hiking and photography.
That's clean, that's clear, that's enough.
Exactly. For a quick introduction, a party, a first class, a new job, that works perfectly. Now the medium version.
Go ahead.
Hello everyone, my name is David. I'm originally from South Korea, and I've been living here for about 3 years now. I work in IT. I'm a software developer. Outside of work, I'm really into music. I play guitar, and I've been learning to produce my own songs. I also enjoy going for long walks when I need to clear my head.
Oh, that's lovely. Clear my head. I love that expression.
Clear my head, it means to stop thinking about stressful things, to give your mind a break. I go for a walk to clear my head.
Perfect. And the longer version?
The longer version is more personal and more story-like. You use it in more relaxed conversational situations. Hey, I'm Layla. So, I'm originally from Morocco, but I grew up partly in France, so I sometimes joke that I have a 3-way identity crisis. I currently work in marketing, which I love because I've always been fascinated by how people make decisions. On a more personal note, I'm a huge bookworm. Like I always have at least 2 books on the go at the same time. I live with my younger sister, and we're polar opposites, which makes life interesting. And I have a cat named Clementine, who is, without question, the most important creature in my apartment.
I love Layla. She sounds amazing. And I love how she used humor. 3-way identity crisis. That's funny and real, and it says so much about her.
And notice, a huge bookworm. That's an idiom. A bookworm is someone who loves reading. She's such a bookworm, always buried in a book.
And 2 books on the go? That means she's reading 2 books at the same time. She hasn't finished either one. They're both in progress.
Exactly. On the go in this context means in progress, happening at the same time. I have 2 projects on the go right now.
And polar opposites, her and her sister.
Yes, polar opposites means completely different, like the North Pole and the South Pole, as far apart as you can get. We're polar opposites. She loves silence, I love music.
Okay, let's do a quick roundup of the most useful expressions we've talked about today, because I want learners to walk away with something they can use immediately.
Great idea. Let's go one by one.
First, talking about where you're from.
I'm from, basic. I'm originally from, you've moved. I grew up in,
your childhood home.
Talking about your job.
I work in, I'm currently, I'm in charge of. That one's great too. I'm in charge of the marketing team. It shows responsibility.
Talking about hobbies.
I enjoy, I'm really into, I'm passionate about. In my free time, I like to. One of my biggest passions is.
Talking about family.
I have number siblings. I'm an only child. I'm married, single, engaged. I'm a mom/dad of. I share my home with.
Describing personality, naturally.
Instead of listing adjectives, use I'm the kind of person who, or I tend to be, like I tend to be quite analytical, or people often say I'm, and then you share what others observe about you.
People often say I'm a good listener. I love that one. It's humble and confident at the same time.
Perfect balance, and useful phrases for transitions in your introduction.
Like when you're moving from one topic to the next?
Exactly. You can use on a more personal note, moving from professional to personal, outside of work, shifting from career to life. As for my personal life, in terms of hobbies, these little transitions make your introduction flow smoothly.
They make it sound less like a list and more like a real story.
Which is exactly what a good introduction is, a story. A small one, but a story.
Let's talk about mistakes, because I think learners will find this really helpful. What are the most common mistakes people make when introducing themselves in English?
Oh, good idea. Okay, number one, saying too much at once.
What do you mean?
Some people get nervous, and then they just pour everything out. Like they go from their name to their hometown, to their childhood, to their university, to their first job, to their current job, to their dream job, to their cat's name in about 45 seconds.
Okay, I've definitely done that when I'm nervous.
We all have. But the thing is, a great introduction makes the other person want to ask more questions. You leave a little mystery. You don't reveal everything at once.
Oh, that's such a good tip. Think of it like a trailer, not the whole movie.
Exactly, a trailer. I love that metaphor. Give them enough to be interested, then let the conversation do the rest.
What's mistake number 2?
Translating directly from your native language. This is a very common one. In some languages, you might say things in a specific order that doesn't quite match English.
Can you give an example?
Sure. In some languages, you might say something like, I have 28 years. But in English, we say, I am 28 years old. Or just, I'm 28. You are an age. You don't have an age in English.
Yes, I have 28 years is a direct translation that doesn't work in English. Good catch.
Another one, I am agree, which should be, I agree. Or, I am like cooking, which should be, I like cooking.
The brain tries to do a word-for-word translation, and it doesn't always work.
It doesn't. That's why listening to natural English, like this podcast, is so important. You absorb the correct patterns over time.
What's the third mistake?
Being too formal. Some learners study very academic, textbook English, and then when they try to introduce themselves, they sound like they're giving a business presentation.
Good afternoon. My name is John. I am 32 years of age. I am employed in the field of information technology.
Perfect example. That's too stiff, too formal. Nobody talks like that in a normal conversation. You can be clear and professional and still sound human.
So relax the language a little.
Relax the language. Use contractions. I'm instead of I am. I've been instead of I have been. Contractions make you sound more natural and more fluent.
That's a great tip. Contractions are your friends. Okay, before we close up, I want to give our viewers something to actually do, because listening is great, but practicing is better.
Absolutely. So here's what we want you to do. Write your own introduction in the comments. Use the phrases and structures we talked about today.
Start with your name and where you're from. Then talk about what you do, your job or your studies. Then share 1 or 2 hobbies or passions. And if you're feeling brave, add something personal or funny that shows your personality.
And don't worry about being perfect. Seriously, the goal is not perfect English. The goal is real communication, making a connection, being understood. That's what matters.
And we want to read your introductions. It's one of our favorite things to do, reading what you all share in the comments.
Also, here's a little challenge. After you write your introduction, read it out loud. Alone, in your room, in your car, wherever you are. Say it out loud 3 times.
3 times?
3 times. Because your mouth needs practice too, not just your brain. The more you say it, the more natural it feels.
That's such a good habit. Speaking out loud, even when you're alone, is so powerful for building fluency.
It really is. Don't be shy about talking to yourself. It's not weird, it's practice.
Every professional does it.
Let me do a quick recap of all the key phrases from today because I want them to really stick.
Go for it.
My name is, you can call me,
I'm from, I'm originally from, I grew up in.
I work as a, I work in, I'm currently studying.
I enjoy, I'm really into, I'm passionate about.
In my free time, I like to. One of my biggest passions is.
I'm the kind of person who I tend to be. People often say I'm.
On a more personal note, outside of work,
I need time to recharge. I like to clear my head. I'm always the one who.
these are all real, natural phrases that native speakers use every day. And now you can use them too.
All right, we are wrapping up, but before we go, thank you so much for spending this time with us today.
Honestly, this conversation was so much fun, and I learned a few new phrases myself, which doesn't always happen.
That's the sign of a good episode, when even the hosts learn something.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, and I really hope you did, please give this video a like. It helps more people find our channel and improves their English too.
And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Subscribe right now. We make new videos every week, and we want you to be part of this community.
And share this video with a friend who's learning English. You never know, it could be exactly what they need to hear today.
Okay, now for today's big question, and we really want to see your answers. Ready?
Ready?
In the comments below, write a short introduction about yourself. Use at least 3 of the phrases we talked about today. Tell us your name, where you're from, what you do, and something interesting about who you are.
Bonus points if you include something funny or unexpected. We love those.
And here's a bonus thinking question. What do you find most difficult about introducing yourself in English? Is it remembering the vocabulary? Is it feeling confident? Is it speaking fast enough?
Tell us in the comments, because your answers help us make better content for you. We listen to everything you write.
All right, until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep showing up for yourself.
You're doing better than you think. See you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.